Get ready, everyone. All-Star action is made. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. This place is going to go crazy. Tonight it's the celebrated Foot Locker three-point contest. The best and the baddest and the most accurate from behind the arc, showing everyone what they've got.
For a lot of folks, this is actually their favorite All-Star event. There's a lot of drama. It always seems to come down to the wire. So let's get it on.
Well, it's an event that I really enjoy, guys. You know, anytime you get the best shooters in the NBA together to duke it out, it's going to be a good time. And these guys on this roster tonight can all really struggle.
Remember now, 60 seconds, 5 racks, 5 balls in each rack, 4 one-point balls, and then the favorite, the 2-point money ball.
Well, if my math is right, you've got 5 racks, you've got 6 points on each rack. That gives you an opportunity for a total to max out at 30 points.
Good.
Carry the one.
Right. You're right.
Yep. Carry the one. Slide that over 0. Yep, that's right. 30. You're right.
He's got 5. Now with 6. He's up to 7. 9 points. He's got 10. Moneyball, no good. 11 on the board. He's got 12. Good for 13. He completes the round with 13 points. Well, a very respectable performance from him there, guys.
Yeah, even if he didn't set things completely on fire, it's still a fine score. I mean, what did you take away from it, Steve?
Well, you know, it wasn't his best, but he gutted out a pretty decent round when he didn't have his best stuff, and that's the sign of an excellent shooter there.
Your memory has to be very short in this format, like less than a second. You have to put every miss right behind you. Forget about it.
Yeah, because one miss can easily turn into 2 and then 3, and then you start racing because you're worried about the clock, and before you know it, you're pretty much out of it.
He's up to 7. He's got 8. 9 points. 2 racks to go. 10 points on the board. Now with 11. Drains the money ball.
That puts him at the top of the heap.
Oh, he is getting it done right now.
Nice finish. Well done.
He finds himself at 16 points at the end of the round. I'd say he handled that round pretty well, guys.
There were a few ups and downs, but overall it turned out to be a fairly decent round.
Yeah, I'd give him kind of a B+ for that one. You know, you hope for more, but it probably lived up to a reasonable expectation for him.
And one thing about the three-point contest is you can really see how the pressure builds as it goes along. In the first 20 years of this event, only 5 winners topped the 20-point mark in the final round. And one of them sitting right here.
Yeah, that was a fun day, Clark. But, yeah, I think the key is you've got to get off to a good start because it can snowball on you if you miss a lot in those first 2 racks.
Hits for 15.
That puts him at the top of the heap.
He's made all 4 money balls. Now 20. He's got 21. A 23-point round for him. Wow, how about that performance, guys? Man, nice work.
Well, the key was he was consistent, Kevin. He didn't really get too hot, but he never got cold. And that's important. You've just got to continue to shoot through the ups and downs.
You know, he's got to get at least 13 here. That seems doable to me.
Yeah, he's got it in him. I mean, it's going to require pretty good effort out of him, but it's right there for him.
Liking that. I'm feeling all of that. 6 more points to stick around.
He's got 8.
Off to a terrific start.
3 more points to stay in contention. He's got 12. Can't get the money ball.
1 more to stay alive.
This ain't pretty. He's getting cold. 5 consecutive misses.
A little bump of a slump here.
1 more to stay alive. That's 13.
That's exactly the score he needed to get himself into 3rd place and secure a spot in the finals.
He finishes the round with 17 points. I'd say a solid showing from him.
I think things are so much easier when a shooter gets off to a good start, and he certainly did that. You know, I feel like guys sometimes start to drift off mentally deep in a round. How about you, Steve? Did you ever find your focus slipping away as you got to the last couple of racks?
Well, I think my first couple of years, by the third rack, I started thinking about popcorn or, maybe where I was going to go to dinner later.
Money ball, no good. 6. He's up to 7.
He needs 8 points more to stay in contention.
Now with 11.
5 points more to stay in it.
12 for him. One last rack remains.
2 more to stay in it.
Now to 15. That one ties him up for third. 16 points is his score for the round. He turned in a pretty good round right there, don't you think?
Well, the key was, Kevin, he took 6 out of a possible 10 points from the money balls. And those are huge points. You've got to take advantage of them, and he did.
He's in a good spot getting to go last. It's no mystery how many points he needs to move on.
You definitely want to try to get off to a good start because, guys, I'll tell you, if you whiff that first rack, it can really throw you off and keep you off.
Oh, no question, Clark. That rack comes so quickly, the clock's ticking, and all of a sudden you're behind and you press, and it's tough to shoot when you're really trying to force the issue.
3 more points to advance.
Can't get the money ball. Now 14, hits for 15. 1 more to move on. 3 of 4 on money balls.
Excellent pacing right now and rhythm to his shot.
A fine score of 22 points for the round. He was really enjoying himself out there that time, guys.
Yeah, an ideal start for him, nailing every ball off that first rack, and that really took a lot of pressure off of him for the rest of the round.
Quite honestly, I think the final round is wide open. I mean, we've got a bunch of great shooters moving on.
Yeah, we sure do, and I can't pick a favorite here, Clark. I think everybody's in the mix right now.
By going first, he can put a lot of the pressure on the guys behind him if he posts a good score.
You know, in the 4 times you played in the three-point shootout, Steve, you made it through the first round 3 times. Physically, would you start to wear out or wear down a little bit in the later stages?
I did, Clark, a little bit. I was a jump shooter and not an overly strong guy. So I thought the bigger, stronger guys like Larry Bird, maybe guys who shot set shots, I thought they held up a little bit more. Dirk Nowitzki comes to mind as well.
Make that 14. Hits for 15. That's 16. 5 big points on that rack alone. That's his 5th consecutive make.
Boy, he's heating up, guys.
He's got 21. His 8th in a row. He is on fire. 24 points for him. He'll take that. What an unbelievable round. Right away you could tell it was going to be special.
Well, we all know how important the money balls are in this event, and he hit 4 out of 5 of them. That's very good work. Well, he was very steady in round 1, so we'll see if that translates to this one.
Well, it's the finals now, Clark, so he's going to have to be more than just steady. This is when it takes something special to go ahead and take this trophy home.
3 more misses, and he's out. He's got 9. 10 points on the board. He's got to hit the last 10. Well, I think, yeah, that's it. He's done.
Yep, he can't make it up in these last few shots, Kevin.
Well, thanks for coming. We will see you next year.
$16 points is his score for the round. He was the hottest shooter entering the finals, so he earned the right to go last. And he knows exactly what the target is. And just to tie it up, he's going to need 24. That's 2. 3 down.
That's it. Good rack for him there.
He's up to 7. He's got 8. He could have taken more from that rack, only got 2 points.
He's got to keep it steady here. He can't miss more than 2 shots the rest of the way.
And that about does it.
Too late to make up ground now.
Yep, out of reach.
He gets all the way up to 21 points. And that'll do it for this year's Foot Locker three-point contest. There are very few players from any era capable of performing the way this year's champion did tonight. He was outstanding.
What a commando performance by our champion. Once he got rolling, the only question was, who's getting second?
Yeah, to paraphrase Larry Bird way back, who's going to get second? That's exactly right. And I'll tell you what, Clark, he deserves all the credit in the world to come out on top against a field like that. That's sensational.
And the drama, the excitement, this year's three-point contest had it all. And it was our pleasure to bring it to you. For myself, Kevin Harlan, and my partners Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, thank you, everyone, and good night.